Alright, in this video I want to go through every single attachment that I use on every single operator in Rainbow Six Siege. I'm going to do in two parts. I'm going to do an attackers and then I'm going to do defenders. So I'm going to start off with the attackers in this video. Now this video might be hard to watch, like it's just going to be me going through the operators and what attachments I run. So if you've got like TikTok brain and you can't sit through a video, then unlucky, just watch a different video. But if you're struggling with what attachments to run on different operators, then watch this video and watch the next one that I'm going to upload as well. So let's go through. I'll start off with Sledge. So Sledge, generally I'll always run the L85. For the most part I'll always run Magnified B where I can, and Flash Hider a lot of the time. Now for Sledge I like to run horizontal grip, mainly because the vertical recoil is not a problem, and the reload time isn't a problem either, and I like the speed bonus. So I run horizontal grip on the L85. I'll run laser on everybody as well. I'm not going to go through the secondaries or the guns that I don't use. Now for Thatcher, exact same. We'll go on to the next. Ash, I run the R4C with the ACOG, Flash Hider, a vertical grip and a laser. Now this is like generally what you'll see on most of my operators is these four attachments. However, sometimes I change them up depending on the recoil. So that's Ash. Thermite, I believe I should be running muzzle on Thermite if I remember correctly. I switched to muzzle and I quite liked it, but Flash Hider is also a good option as well. I use kind of both of them. I'll switch between them. Twitch, I run the DMR with muzzle brake, Magnified B, vertical grip, and I should be running the laser. Monty, I mean it's just muzzle and laser, I think. Glaz, don't really play much Glaz. There should be a laser on. Let's show some little I play Glaz. I haven't changed it since the update. And I usually should run the Bear in 9 as well, with the same attachments. Fuse, the AK I run, and I run it with Magnified B. You can see how little I play Fuse as well. Some of these I haven't added the laser on yet because I don't really play the operator, but my general rule now is to play a laser on everybody. Flash Hider, ACOG, vertical grip, laser, the generic attachments. If you want like a TLDR, for the most part it'll be them four attachments. So for IQ, I generally kind of change it up between the G8 and the Commando, mainly because the G8's got the ACOG back, which makes it really fun to play. Because the IQ's G8 actually lost the ACOG before this update, like a while ago. It was still on Amari, but it wasn't on IQ, and it made the gun kind of boring to use. But now the ACOG's back, I quite like running that, but the Commando is also a really strong gun. And generally with a Commando I'll run the extender barrel because of the damage it does. But I also run Flash Hider sometimes. If my recoil's off one day, I'll put the Flash Hider on. If my recoil's feeling good, I'll put the extender barrel on for more damage. Buck, I should be running ACOG, Flash Hider and laser. That's what I run on Buck. Sometimes my attachments are skewed because I use Buck to practice recoil, and I'll put a suppressor on and I'll go in like a deathmatch or something with it. But for the most part, ACOG, Flash and laser. Blackbeard I don't really play. Actually I do play Blackbeard sometimes, but generally I'm always going to be ADS with Blackbeard. I don't like go in and out of ADS, so I don't put the laser on because I'm generally just holding an angle ADS anyway. So I'll play Magnified B, Flash Hider and vert grip on that. Capitao. I've started playing the LMG a lot on Capitao. If you see my past videos you might have noticed. I play Magnified B, Flash Hider, vert grip and laser. Just basic 4 attachments. For the Commando, the Para, I use these 4 attachments again, but I'll put the extender barrel on as well. So I'll put the Magnified B, extender barrel, vert grip and laser. Hibana's one of the operators where you could potentially use the angle grip depending on what your recoil control is like with Hibana, because she has such a low ammo capacity. She has 20 bullets, which means that you'll be reloading a lot. Generally, if I'm using a gun that reloads a lot, like the ARX from Yana or Nomad, I'll use the angle grip for the reload speed. And same, sometimes I mess around with using Reflex B on the machine pistols as well. But for Jackal, I've recently been using the PDW a lot. So I use Magnified B, Flash Hider, vert grip and laser again. Ying, I believe I play, yeah, same basic shit on Ying as well. Should be a laser on there, but yeah, same. You kind of see the theme when you go along. There's some guns where muzzle brake's better, and there's some guns that don't have a flash hider, like the DMRs where you have to use the muzzle brake. But for the most part, I use the same kind of setups. Say this DMR so it has muzzle brake instead of flash hider, but generally the same stuff. Should be. I don't play the boss G on Dogaby. I've started playing it a little bit on Vigil, but on Dogaby I haven't. So Lion, I use this one, the V308. Again, laser on there, flash hider, the same 4 setup. For Finker, I don't really play Finker often, but if I do, I'll play the Spear. And I'll play Magnify B, flash hider, vert grip, and laser again. Sometimes I mess around with playing like the 1X on Finker just to play with it. So for Maverick, I play Magnify B, flash hider, horizontal grip, and laser like that. I think generally I was kind of testing this out, but for the most part, if I can control the recoil on a gun, I'll start testing out the horizontal grip. Like if I can control it perfectly every time. Like Maverick's recoil is no sort of problem to me, so I'm happy to run that barrel. If it's a gun where the recoil's a bit ooh, then you probably want to stick to the vertical grip just so you actually hit the shots. Nomad, I'll always play the ARX. I do not like the AK-74M. So ARX 20, and I don't play Nomad, so I haven't changed the angle grip yet. But angle grip, Magnify B, muzzle brake. On the ARX I play muzzle brake as well, and laser. And I'll use the Capitao pistol on that rather than the Han Solo pistol. Gridlock, I pretty much always run the F90 with the same 4 attachments. Sometimes I might take the laser off for some people, or I might not have put it on and I haven't really noticed. But I don't think it's the end of the world if you don't play laser. However, it's just nice to use it, especially when you have the ACOG scopes, because the ACOG scopes makes it longer to ADS, aim down sight. So having the laser just to offset that a little bit makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, there's no grip on this gun, so there's no grip there. And I use the Deagle with the muzzle brake and laser. For Amaru, I'll nearly always, actually I do kind of switch it up between the shotgun as well sometimes, depending on what I want to do with Amaru. But because generally when you're playing Amaru, you have a set plan that you're going for. I also might not be against the idea of using a 1x scope on Hibana. Because, I mean, not Hibana, sorry, Amaru. Because if you're playing Amaru, you're probably going to be in the face, you're going to be close up, so you want the ADS speed boost. The iron sight on this gun is not terrible, however, I would never really recommend playing iron sight unless you're playing someone like Bandit, the MP7, or the ARX, because they have the same iron sight and it's really nice. Kali, I think there's no attachments for Kali. So I just skip Yana. Yeah, Yana, I play with the ARX. I play angle grip, Magnify B, flash hider. On this one I'm playing flash hider, but I should be playing muzzle brake and laser. Ace. Should be a laser there. But yeah, same for the generic 4. Zero. I don't really play Zero often. I've been kind of messing around with playing with the MP7 because I like the MP7 and it's got an ACOG. But if I do play the MP7, I'll have these attachments. If not, and I play this one, I'll have these attachments. It should be like this. There should also be a laser on there, but I'm not going to add it because I'm probably not going to be playing Zero often. The AR-33, again, I don't really play Flores often, but so I haven't got the laser on yet. But Magnify B, flash hider, vert grip, and laser. Next one. Who's next? Osa, I play with the. I started to play with the PDW a lot because I was playing it on Jack and I quite liked it. But yeah, so the generic 4, flash hider, laser, vert grip, and Magnify B. It gets a bit more like different on the defending side. I think I'd play around with them a bit more on defending. But for sense, I've been playing with the Hollow B and flash hider and vert grip and laser. The only difference from the norm is this is not Magnify B, it's Hollow B. But I don't know why I've done that, but I quite like it, so I'm sticking with it. So for Grim, I pretty much always play the 5.52 commando. It's not a bad idea to play with a shotgun sometimes because it's a like Grim is a 3-speed, so if you close the distance with the 3-speed and you can use the shotgun, it's quite fun. But for the most part, I'll use the commando with these attachments. For Brava, I always use the para, and I use magnified B, extended barrel, vert grip, and I don't use a laser. There's no reason for that. Again, it probably should be a laser, but I just haven't put it on there. I don't really like feel the difference between having it on and having it off, so sometimes I won't put it on, or sometimes I won't realise I haven't put it on, but for the most part I do put them on, the lasers. But yeah, for RAM, generic 4, I'll play with the R4C and the generic attachments that you probably should be running on the majority of people. For demos, I nearly always play with the shotgun because the pistol is basically a primary in itself. And the shotgun you can use it to make rotates, you can use it to shotgun people, and they play vertically if you want to do that. So I use the laser and I use the iron sight because right now shotguns, like the lasers, don't affect the hip fire spread anymore, which means hip firing is useless. So what I do is I ADS and shoot. So to do that faster, I remove the scope, and for the pistol I just run the laser. So yeah, I think that's everybody. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see the defendant side, then subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.